Dear children, today we are going to discuss about velocity time graph. Two cases mainly we have to discuss. The first case is velocity time graph for uniform motion. So what is uniform motion? All that in class 9 in detail you people have studied. When the displacement of the body is equally occurring in equal intervals of time, then we will say that the body is moving with uniform velocity. Okay, so just plot the graph, VT graph along x-axis, time along x-axis, velocity along y-axis. Say, let's mark this point as O. So uniform motion. So we know that, all of you know that the velocity of the body remains constant throughout the motion. So two time interval here you consider. This is the initial time. After that, let T1 one time interval you consider, T2 time interval you consider. So suppose the body is moving with say 5 meter per second. So uniform motion means at each and every time the velocity of the body is constant. So velocity of the body constant means say after a time T1, say 2 seconds, what will be the velocity? Initially if it is 5 meter per second, after that also it will be 5 meter per second because it is remaining constant. Suppose 2-3 seconds more after 5 seconds, suppose in general say after a time T2. So again the velocity of the body is constant. So again with respect to T2 time, the velocity of the body that remains 5 meter per second. An example only I took 5 meter per second. So when you plot the graph, it is a straight line. It is a straight line parallel to time axis. Okay. So you plot the graph. When you plot the graph, the velocity time graph for uniform motion, that is a straight line parallel to time axis. Now corresponding to the point T1, you consider the point A here, and corresponding to T2, you consider the point B here. Now we are going to find out the area under this velocity time graph under any time interval. Here the time interval, in this time interval we are considering from T1 to T2. So the time interval will be T2 minus T1. In this time interval we have considered the 2 points A and B, and we are going to find out the area under this graph. So area under the graph means within this time. Consider this time T1, T2. So area under the graph means, see, this is a rectangle. So area of the rectangle AB T2 T1. Area under the triangle, or you can take two names A, B, C, D. 2 points you consider. Instead of T1 and T2 you write the area under the graph is area of the rectangle A, B, C, D. Okay. So rectangle area formula you know, length into breadth. So means this T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1 means this DC into length. What is this side? AD. So area you can write AD into DC. Now what is AD? Let C be the 5 meter per second we took. Let it be V meter per second. So AD, this AD is V meter per second, then into DC. DC means that is the time interval T2 minus T1. So V into T2 minus T1 means velocity into time. This is the velocity into time. And what is velocity into time? That we know that displacement, because you know the formula. Velocity is equal to displacement divided by time, or displacement is equal to velocity into time. So one important point children, under uniform motion here we have considered the first case. The area under the VT graph, velocity time graph, gives displacement of the object in that given time interval. Any time interval you can take. Here 2 time intervals means T1 and T2 we have considered, and T2 minus T1, within that time we have considered the area under that particular graph. and that we got it as the displacement of the body. Means from the time t1 to t2, what will be the displacement of the body? If you have to calculate, you calculate the area under this VT graph. Okay, hope it is clear for you. That is the first case, children. Now coming to the second case, the VT graph for uniformly accelerated motion. What is it? Uniformly accelerated motion. So when the term is coming accelerated, so accelerated itself shows that velocity is changing. The first case we discussed was constant velocity. Here acceleration word came mean it is velocity is getting changed, but it is uniformly changing. That means the change in velocity of the body with respect to the time interval, that is constant. So acceleration is constant. Okay, so in this case, with respect to time interval, velocity of the body is changing constantly. In that case, the nature of the graph is a straight line with respect to, or velocity of the straight line is a straight line inclined to time axis. In that way you can say that. Children, in this way, inclined to time axis. Say let this point be A and this point be B, and let V0 the initial velocity. Children, from this point also we can start. If the initial velocity is, if you are considering 0, the graph will be starting from here, from the origin itself. So here the general case we have considered, the body is having initially certain velocity V0. Okay, so that will be a general case. So V0 is the initial velocity, and we had plotted the graph. Then two time interval you consider. Here this is a VT graph, velocity time graph. Two time interval as in the previous case, T1 and T2 you consider, and corresponding 2 points you consider corresponding to that on this graph, say P, and corresponding to T2 you consider the point Q. So draw the straight line, no? 2 points P and Q means, and let corresponding to T1, let V1 be the velocity, and corresponding to T2, this point Q, it's meeting at the point Q. So let the corresponding velocity, let it be V2. So listen children, let initial velocity, this is V1, and let this angle be theta. Okay, so this point corresponds to V1 and this point corresponds to V2. So this difference, this one, that will be, or that will be similar to here also. Give the point, say PQR, means this QR will be V2 minus V1, and PR, this distance PR, that will be T2 minus T1. Okay, no confusion in that. Now we are just going to find out the slope of the graph. How to find out the slope and all that, you all are math students, you know very well. So find out the slope of the graph. Slope tan theta. So tan theta is equal to QR divided by PR. QR divided by PR. Now what is QR? Already we have got it as V2 minus V1 and divided by PR. What is PR? T2 minus T1. Okay. So V2 minus V1 mean that is the change in velocity, and change in velocity and T2 minus T1 is the time interval. So change in velocity divided by time interval. Change in velocity means dV, time interval dt, and all of you have studied in class 9. The rate of change of velocity is defined as acceleration of the body. It is defined as acceleration. Isn't it children? So if you are given velocity time graph for uniformly accelerated motion, and if you are asked to find out the acceleration, what you are supposed to do? You just find out the slope of the graph. From the slope of the graph, you can find out acceleration of the body. So that concept is clear, I think. In the previous case, we have discussed for uniform velocity, and there slope is not there. No, that was a straight line parallel to time axis. And the area under the graph, we got the distance traveled by the body. And the second case was uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion from the graph, Vt graph, if you are asked to find out the acceleration, you just find out the slope. We have calculated that the slope will give the acceleration of the body. Okay. Now again, one more concept related to this we have to find out. Here also we are going to find out the area under the Vt graph in this case only. Okay. So once again you plot the graph. Vt graph, velocity time graph, say with initial velocity, let it be V naught, and we have seen that it is a straight line inclined to time axis. So let the origin be O, say this point V naught is the initial velocity, mark this point as A and this point as B, and the corresponding time you take it as T, and this point, the final one, let it be V, the final velocity. Okay. And this point also you mark, the initial one, mark it as C, and this point let it be D. Okay. So this is time along x axis and velocity along y axis. Now we are going to find out the area under this graph. So the graph is AB. So area under the graph means this much portion. See that, children? So which figure it is? See, ABDOA. See that? ABDOA. This is a trapezium. All of you know that. So, and you people know the formula to find out the area of the trapezium. So area of the trapezium OABD. This is the trapezium. And area of the trapezium OABD. It is half into sum of the parallel side into altitude. So half sum of the parallel side. So parallel side means, see, this is a trapezium. Parallel side means one side is OA, other side is BD. One side is OA plus other side is BD. Half into sum of the parallel side into altitude. Altitude means this one, OD. OD or AC, that also you can take, no problem in that. Now half OA, what is OA? See that? OA, that is V naught. So V naught plus BD. BD means what is BD? See that? BD, that is the V, velocity, final velocity, and into OD. OD means the time, T. So what we got? Half into V naught plus V into T. What is V naught here? Initial velocity. V is the final velocity, and T altitude. T minus 0 means T only. So that is the time interval. So, and V naught plus V divided by 2. Initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. That is the average velocity. So average velocity into time. So according to the formula, you know that average velocity into time interval, that is the distance travelled, which is equal to distance travelled by the body in a time t. Okay. So from this what you understood? The area under the velocity time graph gives the distance travelled by the body in that given time interval. Hope it is clear, children. So two concepts we had. One is from Vt graph or uniformly accelerated motion. If you find out the slope of the graph, you will get the acceleration. If you find out the area under the graph, you will be able to find out the distance travelled by the body during that time interval. Hope it is clear.